Well, yeah, you're welcome to Dallas. What brings you to town? Just here to watch the fights?
Yes, I'm just here to support my friends. Actually, one, Jocelyn Edwards is fighting right now, Brandon Moreno and Juliana Peña.
We'll make it quick for you then. The champion, Alex Volkanovski's also in town for his teammate, obviously fighting your friend Brandon. So have you run into him at all?
Yeah. Actually, yesterday we ran into each other. I went to the UFC hotel where all the fighters are staying, and I saw him and I was like, "Hey, what's up, man?" And I just went to say what's up, and I told him, "Hey, bro, how are you? How you feeling?" I'm okay, bro. My hand is broken. I told him, I got the same injury after my fight against Max, so I know what you're going through. Speedy recovery, and I wish you the best all the time. God bless you, and I hope to see you soon.
The last time we saw you, obviously, was after your win over Brian, and even Dana said that maybe they do the interim featherweight title fight. Have you heard from Dana or the UFC at all about plans for that?
Nah, Dana didn't say that. Like some of you guys like said it, and he was like, okay, I'm not against the idea, but he didn't propose it at all. So what is in my mind right now is fighting Alexander Volkanovski, and that's all what is in my mind right now.
So you said you had the same injury. How long did it take for you to fully recover before you could get back into the gym?
It still hurts. Some of those injuries, they never go away, so you gotta kind of live with them. I never wanted to do any kind of surgery or anything. Just heal it by itself, and I can punch, I can grab, I can do anything, so I'm okay.
Have you given them, or in your mind, if, say, Alex isn't ready for the rest of the year, are you willing to wait for Alex, or would you be willing to, like, maybe fight for an interim title or someone else?
I'm waiting for him.
If Alex does go and fight for the 55-pound title, do you think it's only appropriate that you fight for an interim, right?
No, I'm going to wait for him.
Yeah?
Hopefully he wins in the 55, so, it's a bigger accomplishment for me whenever I get to fight him and beat him. So
why exactly would you rather wait for him than fight anyone else for an interim title?
Because why? I'm already knocking the door for the title, so it doesn't make any sense.
But if you get an interim title, you get pay-per-view points when you fight the champion.
Not really. I don't think so. No? No.
Volkanovski or no one then?
Volkanovski.
Okay, cool. How do you see that fight going?
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be interesting. I need to get prepared really well for him because he's an amazing champ. He's great, And last time against Max, he proved what he's made of. And, I'm ready to take that compromise, against him.
How much of that is you want to fight the real champion and versus how much you want to fight Alex Volkanovski because of how good he is?
No, I want to fight Alexander Volkanovski for how good he is, You see my fight against Max, Yeah, many people say it was pretty tight, I lost the fight. I watched the fight several times before. And, I didn't think I did the necessary adjustments. My strategy went wrong. I didn't do what I had to do. And I lost the fight. And that's it, I don't going to say anything about it. But that just teach me how much I need to improve. And once I saw him fighting, Alexander fighting Max, it just, teach me more about myself more than anything else. So I want to keep on working on myself.
Cool, thank you.
Thank you.
The decision to wait around, is that just because of your age? You have enough time in this game to wait? I mean, there's been a number of fights throughout your career so far that have just fallen apart. So is that just because you are still so young?
Well, no, I think I'm already there. I'm the number 2 guy ranked in the world. Max Holloway just fight Volk. Brian Ortega already fight for the title, and I have only fight top 5 guys for the last years. So the true contender, you have it in front of you, and that's it. There's not much to say about that. And the right move right now for me is wait and fight Volk in Australia.
And I know it's been a few days, since your last, I guess, quote unquote fight, right? You didn't actually get to fight all that often, or that much rather, due to that stoppage. But, after a few days settled in, how frustrating is that to go through the camp and go through everything and have those stakes be that big and then just nothing happens?
Not frustrating at all. I did what I had to do. I made weight. I went into the fight. We landed good punches in the fight, and the intent of the submission was there. He popped his shoulder. It's the game we're into. And win is a win, and I win. So I take it as that, and I wish Brian Ortega speed recovery. But now I'm in the position where I'm knocking the door for the title.
Sorry, one more. Just that injury itself. Because you actually did something to actually put him in that position. Do you think that was more just a freak injury, or do you think you actually caused that to happen?
Of course, of course I caused it. The shoulder didn't pop out by itself. Of course, the intent of the submission was there. I was going for the armbar, If you ask this to any black belt or any other fighter that fighting in the octagon or in a cage or something, whenever you have your hand in between the body and the mat, it's hard to pull the arm out, regardless of the position. So with that and me like trying to get to the armbar, my leg was over his head, like right in the forehead, pulling back. I was trying to pull the arm, to get into a position, and just, he was like under my arm. The position was so awkward, so when he tried and pulled the arm, he was like kind of like in this position. So what you should do in an armbar is putting pressure, right? So you don't get into a bad situation. What he did, he pulled. I think it was surprising for him. I don't think he didn't realize, or he didn't thought that I was going to go for a submission attempt. And I think that, whenever he pulled it, the shoulder popped, but the intent of the submission was there.
Does that mean you should get credit for submitting Brian Ortega, do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, to be honest, it's not something that I'm interested in, like pushing for, like, or anything. Like I already told you, Toretto say, Fast and Furious, win is a win, and you judge it. You can judge it. So.
Yair, I know you're pretty adamant I'm waiting on Volkanovski, but Josh Emmett, he wants a title shot himself as well. What if the UFC...
Everybody wants a title shot.
Of course, but what if they make an interim title and they put his name in the hat and yours? Are you going to turn it down just to wait for Volkanovski?
Who put it? Who put the name?
Let's say they do an interim title fight. You wouldn't fight?
But why? Like, I don't even know who put the name. I don't know who brought the name up. So I was like, whenever they told me, I was like actually surprised. You can see my reaction on the videos. I was like, okay, like did Dana say that? No, I'm not gonna go against what the boss said, But it was a question. That question was made to Dana White. He didn't bring that up, And he actually said everybody thinks they deserve the title shot. You guys can judge it. No, I'm not fighting Josh Emmett. I'm fighting Volkanovski.
You said you would fight him in Australia. Do you know if the UFC actually has plans to go there anytime soon? Or is that just you saying I'm down to fight him there?
No, I hear they have plans to go to Australia, hopefully next year. I'm willing to wait, Like, people always judge me because I wait in between my fights or whatever. I like to get healthy. I like to recover from the wake up, from my mind, from my body. Especially after this fight, I'm healthy, But normally after my fights, I'm all fucked up, all cut up, nose broken, hand broken, feet all up. I'm always in crunches. It takes months for me to recover. Right now I have some other plans that I have that I'm planning ahead in the future, the next months. And the injury of Volkanovski just gave me that option, of waiting, and that's what I'm gonna do. Hell yeah, thank you.